Hello, everybody. I'm Megan McVicker. This is Here We Grow SLO, the local slow small business podcast. And I am so happy to tell you that the guest today is a very special friend of mine. We were introduced probably, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, through a multi level marketing company called Norwex, which is the basis of one of the reasons why I started my cleaning company. So her and I have a love of eco-friendly cleaning, but now we're both doing our own separate thing. We've started businesses. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Maggie is up to. Hello, Maggie. How are you today?
I am great, Megan. So happy to be here.
Yay, I'm so happy you're here too. Well, not here, but they're here.
I wish I
We're
was with you.
I know, me too. I got things to do afterwards today, but anyway, we're going to talk about you. So, Maggie is a body worker, kinesiologist. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Massage therapist, educator, and entrepreneur. Maggie spent over 2 decades as a massage therapist before co founding and launching a cannabis company last year. Ooh, and she's going to tell you about that. Why did we start businesses in 2020? What were we thinking? I,
It's actually a perfect time. I
it's
thought it was the best idea.
awesome. It's going well. It's going well. So we're going to keep going with it. So she's got a degree in kinesiology. Maggie specializes in helping her clients connect with their bodies and decrease their pain. She's taught and developed curriculum in sports massage, advanced anatomy, and therapeutic massage. As Maggie deepened her work with her clients, she observed that the majority of her clients suffered from chronic discomfort and inflammation. Many of them complained that they had limited options when it came to managing their pain, and they often felt overlooked. A bohemian at heart and a product junkie, Maggie has been utilizing cannabis for chronic pain, anxiety, muscle aches, and relaxation for years. After researching and experiencing a myriad of benefits and relief from using cannabis, incorporating them into her massage, massage practice was a no brainer. With her business partner and mastermind behind formulation, the first product they created was a blend of cold pressed and botanically infused cannabis oils that combats chronic symptoms and relieve pain. So I have one more sentence, but her partner is Christina, which is her sister in law, which she'll talk about. Maggie has seen firsthand what what this mother plant can do, and she's dedicated to helping create conscious consumers and advance healthy lifestyles through advocacy and education. Absolutely beautiful. I want you to just jump right in at this point, and I want you to talk about starting from the beginning stages. What inspired you to start a business? Why? Obviously, why was I just read it out loud to y'all. But who Christine is, who you are, and just go for it. Thank you.
So much. Okay, so I am Maggie Troup. I live in the Central Coast, but I'm soon moving out of state, which is actually makes my story a little bit more interesting because I'm moving into a state that's not very cannabis friendly. So we're working on it. Yeah, so I have been a massage therapist. I went right after high school. I didn't know what to do, and so my grandmother was a massage therapist, and it's funny, like ironically, I've taken a lot of the same paths as her, and I feel like we're really like connected spiritually on a cosmic level. I'm not even frou-frou like that, but I was like, I can't deny this connection with her. So it's just kind of funny. We started doing all the same things around the same time. But so I got into massage. I did it. I always loved touching people. I've always been I love to connect with people.
You've
So
touched me.
massage kind of, huh?
You've touched me. And
I
she
loved it.
is really good, but now you're moving on past that. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to throw that in there.
No, I love it. Thank you. That is so sweet.
You're so good.
I I love the body. I love the way it moves, and I love figuring out when people come to me like I have this issue, like what's going on, because we can work superficially on the body, but if you're not taking care of the deeper work, if you're not figuring out like where your injury is coming from or if it's an internal, external, like what it is. So I've always kind of been interested in this mind body connection. Um, because I feel like we can manifest physically a lot of our traumas. And so it's like, you have this issue that you think is like, my back's not getting better, but it's like, it's what's in here that's not getting better, you know,
Yes.
but it's like, that's a long journey. So I love being able to just kind of incorporate that, which is kind of why I've always fallen into cannabis, because it's helped me really become present in my body. I was introduced into cannabis early on, and I never really liked the like. I mean, the high was nice, but like it wasn't about the high for me. Like it made my body feel a certain way. It really helped me connect. It helped me be grounded. It helped me like just really like kind of relax and slow down. And I think that was something that I was really needing, and I didn't realize that. So yeah, I've always been really excited about it, and I'm so excited that 2020, I just had that year of like, forget it. I'm just gonna pursue my passion.
Yeah.
And we've been kind of, I'll talk about it in a second, but we kind of holding off on launching this product, and we were just like, let's go for it. So my sister-in-law, who we were really good friends before all of this, and I actually met her because I was living in Sacramento, California. I was really lonely, and my brother, who she is actually now married to, told me that I should treat like meeting girlfriends like dating. So you meet a nice girl, you will get her number, you ask her out to dinner, and so I was like, okay, I can do this.
Wait, stop. Your brother asked you to pre-date a girl for him? I'm sorry. That's where my brain went. I was like, wait a second. I was like,
No,
you need to check out girls for me, take him out on a date.
that
And
would
then,
be amazing. I would have not chosen Christina for him, actually. So
oh, well,
who
there you
knew?
go.
They connected on their own. Her and
Okay.
we kind of, yeah, I met her during, she was giving me a Brazilian wax, and I asked for her number. Which I didn't think of it. And she was like, oh, that was kind of a little like, she didn't really phase, but her boyfriend, I guess at the time, was like, oh, she's a lesbian. She's definitely coming on to you. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about it like that. Like,
You
oh,
just
okay.
thought
Well,
she's cool.
not
Yeah, she's
yeah,
cool and she doesn't care. I mean, she's waxing you. She
she's
doesn't
my
give a
people.
yeah. There,
She's
that's
my
right. That's your
people.
people.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we were friends for years. She ended up meeting my brother. It was kind of crazy. Like when she was like, he's really cool, I was like, no, he's not. But
he's my brother. You.
right. And well, he was kind of going through a weird phase in his life. And so, anyways, they are married now. It is amazing. I love having her in my life. Everybody thinks it's weird having like your best friend marry your brother. And I was
It's
like,
not weird.
no, I got to officiate it. Oh God. It was beautiful. Literally the weekend that COVID broke out, we were all in San Francisco. I was officiating their wedding. And it's
I
just
remember
like,
that. Yeah.
I'm so blessed to be able to go on this life journey with her. Like we've done so many things together. We've like been through like, you know, the party phase. Now we're like kind of like, she saw me through motherhood. She was the first person there when I had my babies. You know, it's amazing. It was amazing. Anyway, so kind of getting into business with her, everybody's like, it's really kind of, you know, friends, family. That's like a lot. But I feel like we have developed a really good communication. We work well together. We're very honest with each other. And we even had a conversation the other night, and I was like, I'm very excited to go on this journey with you because I'm learning new ways, seeing her as a business partner, as a, you know, I see her as a friend, but now I'm seeing her as an entrepreneur. And it's just so beautiful to see that and us to grow together. It's an amazing
she's
experience.
family. Isn't that just and I don't think there's anything of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with it because my husband's cousin is my administrator now for my business.
I love
And
that.
she's amazing. I love her. She's right over there. She's on the other side of the room. And I I think it works okay if you know you can work well together, if you trust it and if
Mm-hmm.
you believe in it, which we're going to talk about belief here in just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Very important to have that vulnerability, openness, and trusting of yourself first. And then you have to be able to trust the people you're working with, you know, and then listening to your instincts too. That's a whole nother ball game we could go into is listening to your instincts
I
and
think also
trusting them.
communication is learning to communicate with somebody in a different way.
Yeah, and not just cutting them off, you know, for a while and then not talking to them. Yeah, it's better to be open and communicate rather than just, you know, go, "Oh, I can't deal with this. I can't handle this. I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
So, we're not gonna talk about that. However, I want you to tell me So your journey with she's your best friend, she's your sister-in-law, she's your entrepreneur pal. This is amazing. This is like a dream thing. People only dream of this stuff. Like, I wish I could start a business with my best friend.
I know.
Do
It,
it.
it's
Just
amazing. You know, it's funny. We were
do
actually
it.
talking the other night, and she was like, she was saying that her and I are actually on more like court documents because of our business and everything than her and my brother who are married.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys are more legit than, yeah.
We're not, I don't know, they can't get rid of me.
You're stuck with me. All right. So, Christina, can you tell me without, saying too much for her, what is a little bit of her journey into this, going into creating a cannabis that actually works topically for
Mhm.
people in chronic pain? So
Yeah.
what is, if she doesn't mind, I should have had her zoom in
Oh
too.
no, that's fine. I'm sure she wouldn't mind me talking, but I would love for you to interview her as well. Cause
Okay.
she is one of the most incredible people I've ever met. She is so driven. She is organized. She is on top of it. She's everything I'm not, like she is amazing. She is also like, she's the one who got me hooked on products. Like she's the OG product junkie. I would be like, I need an exfoliator. Get this one. I need to, I have this rash. Use this essential oil. Like she's always been kind of like witchy. And so the
Love that.
reason why we created the pain oil was because my brother actually, when they first met, he had really bad, he had like bulging discs, and he had seen all these Stanford doctors, like they wouldn't operate him because he was too young. And so he was like trying to work through this pain. And there would be days actually that he was bedridden, and he lived on this like 2-story building. I would call Christina and say, could you just bring him some food? I feel so bad. So that's kind of, they started developing this, like, I mean, they were kind of friendly before, but I would be like, can you go check on him? So she saw him in these like the worst states of this pain, which I think it's a lot of people who go through this, like I blew my back out and had to stay home for a week. But like, we don't know what to do with that, like
Yeah.
what, you can't call anyone. There's nothing you can do. You just have to like sit around and wait for it to go away. And so she said, that's not right, and so
Good
she,
answer.
yeah. So
Something that
she,
wasn't tramadol or something, right?
yeah, well, tried everything. Got injections. He got everything. Nothing was helping it. Yeah, he was on pain. He hated the feeling of being on pain meds, which I feel a lot of people, I hear this all the time working with people in pain, is that
Yeah.
the side effects of the medication are not worth it. And they aren't as effective as we would want them to be. And
That's
they're
true.
really good at masking. Like they say, taking a medication like a pharmaceutical, like for pain, it's like a machine gun. It goes in
An
and just like,
opiate. Yeah.
takes everything away. That's why you're like, I feel amazing.
But you're not actually
You're not
helping,
doing anything
you're
except
masking.
masking.
So
Yeah.
there's more involved. There's more involved with yours. You have to do the physical work. You need to do the massage
Mhm.
plus these oils, and then you just feel so dang good afterwards.
I know.
So, MA+CH Canna is MA for Maggie, the T sign plus CH for Christina, which I think is so cute.
Yes.
So the next thing I want to talk about is you have a product and you want to sell it, but we're not quite at that point yet. You're kind of still not at the beginning stages because you have a formula already, but I'm sure you're still working on new formulas and new products and new product lines. So can you tell me what kind of products are in the works and how are people going to know where to buy your product?
Hmm.
How are we going to do this?
Well, yes. Well, so we kind of made a transition. Our original product was had cannabis, like had THC in the product, and as you know, the regulations are really crazy. But I mean, I could talk for hours on our endocannabinoid system and how it works and it targets pain, all this stuff. And honestly, if you can use something with THC, it's so much better and topically won't get you high. So just use it. It's great for your pain. Um, yeah, so we love this product, but the licensing through California, it kind of became a mess. And when we started
Yeah.
in 2020, the cannabis is not getting it right. So I'm actually in the process of moving to Texas. So we're launching a CBD line. We're really excited about it. CBD is obviously a lot more accepted, and it works really great for inflammation, for pain topically. So we formulated something that helps with the uptake into your system. It's more bioavailable. We also blend it with botanicals, cold pressed. This literally, I do Reiki over it. It's blessed beyond belief. So we are going to be starting in an online. So we're working with the website should be launching soon. The product, the product should be done. It was, you know how business goes. Our manufacturer dropped us like the week before we're supposed to go. But you know what? Honestly, it was one of those things that I was like, you know what? Bless and release. This is going to be so good for us. And my business partner, Christina, called me. She's a little freaking out. And I was like, no, this is going to be great. We're going to do this. We're going to rock this even better. Like our formulation is ours now. Like we're just going to do it on our own. So it's very exciting. So we're going to have online e-commerce as well as soon to be a storefront in Texas. So I'm excited.
In Texas?
My dream is to open up a massage kind of wellness type thing and do different like therapy, sound healing, plant medicine. Like I have so many dreams.
Keep on dreaming those dreams. Okay, keep going. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
My big thing is women's health specifically. I deal with chronic inflammatory issues with my pelvis, all the things, all my things womanly. And women actually have the highest, like the most receptors in any organ for cannabinoids is in the female reproductive system. So the research and the science and the anecdotal evidence, cannabis has changed my life for my female. Like I went from not like 2 weeks a month, not having pain and not be able to have sex, like just so bad to, I use a little bit of cannabis topically. There's this suppositories, all these things. So it's changed my life. So I would love to be able to help other women in this.
Yes, so you're not alone in it, but you feel like you are. You feel like who else is going through this? There's no resources.
There you go. Yeah. They say put you on hormones or it's not. Yeah. So we're kind of, we're working on a lot of different things. So we have the topical pain oil. We have a tincture, a CBD tincture, as well as bath salts. And we're working on Delta 8, which is like kind of a little controversial right now. It's like a molecule that's created by CBD. So technically it's in that, but they're trying to declassify it as a THC product. So they're making a lot of weird regulations around it, but it's kind of fun because it's CBD, but it kind of gets you that body high, which is a little fun sometimes.
Hey, that's fine. You know, it's talking about it like this openly, getting people aware of the benefits. It's a plant. Yes, it has been, we are extracting from it. We're doing things chemically to it, but as long as it's done in a way where it's pure, there's no other crap in it, and we keep doing the research on it. We need more people to do more research on cannabis and THC, the separated CBD and THC, so that more people feel comfortable with using it rather than switching over to opiates or over, drugs.
Absolutely.
So right now you can't purchase it. There's the black market stuff, which I think is a little.
Here's all the black market stuff. We do, if you go to MA+CH Canna, MATCHCANNA.com. You can also find us on Instagram. We have a Facebook. There is a sign up that you can go through there, put your email in. You can contact us if you'd like to. We will send you bottles. We don't have our online presence as of yet, but you message us and we'll send you something out.
Doesn't matter. You're here now. You're telling us now.
And you can get on the wait list. So as soon as we launch, like we're going to be having a lot of specials and promos. Our big thing is just educating and providing quality products because there's not a lot of really good products on the market in this industry. There's a lot of products, not a lot of good ones.
And people don't know. You go to the store and there's 15 to 20 different variety of products, and some of them are the same, some of them are different, you don't even know if you can trust them. So we need to trust you. We have to trust. It's not about the product as much as it is about who you are. And so that's part of the reason, actually, just kidding. It's like one of the main reasons why I have this show is because, and I will talk about myself for a hot second. The reason why I didn't start a business for the longest time because I was afraid people wouldn't like me because I'm a little bit out there and I'm a little bit odd. So then most people get to know me and they're like, you're fine. You're just fine. Whatever. Who cares? So that's a major factor in someone actually purchasing a product or a service from an individual at this point, especially if they're around our age, a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older. They don't want to just buy anything. People want to support a person or a family.
Yeah.
So, which is really cool. I love that about our generation. So what you're producing, what you're bringing out there is you, is Christina, is your passion, and it's your life. You're trying to sell these people on who you are. So, we're going to talk now about two things that are very important in running a business, especially when you're just starting. My last podcast people that were on, they started in 2020 as well. And so did I. And so did you. So we've got this little group of gals. I think we're all about the same age. And we are just like, we've hit a point in our life where we're like, that's it. I'm done. I'm tired of listening to people tell me that either you can't do this,
Yeah.
or it's too hard. It costs too much money. COVIDpreneurs, that's what Fred said. We're gonna start a therapy group. We're gonna start a group called the COVIDpreneurs. Whew.
My motto for this year is get shit done. Just stop it. Just get shit done.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's been years where I say certain phrases and I can't remember what last year's was. It was probably a bunch of swear words. But get it done. Just do it. It's not the N.
Don't think.
NIKE. It's get it done. Perfect. I love that. Get shit done. So we both reached points in this past year, and I kind of remember a couple moments where we're like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? So you guys, you and Christina, we had a little meetup, and you guys were in the very kind of just beginning, just starting to getting things rolling. What made you keep moving forward?
I'm trying to think of now you bring this up, it sounds familiar, but I'm trying to think, where did we go?
We were just at your house. I think Christina was in her PJs, remember?
Yes.
And I came over and I'm like, F this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. Hire me as your salesperson. Like, I don't give a crap. Just teach me everything about cannabis and I'll go out there and sell that freaking crap out of it.
You know what I said to myself that day when you said hire me as sales? I was like, I would love, because we've worked together in sales, and I was like, I've seen this girl hustle. Like, she is badass. And I said to myself, I will never hire her because she's doing better things with herself.
Aw, you believed in me. Thank you.
Well, and your weird self that you think is like so off-putting is what drew me to you. So
well, then you're weird.
I am. I really am.
No, that's what I love about you too, is that you don't mess around. You just, here's me, here I am. But then putting yourself out there as you are, you're open to receiving all kinds of discrimination and judgment. And, like, you can't do that. You just gotta block that shit out.
Oh, I know.
You had to believe in yourself. Nobody else. This is something that I'm kind of going off of here is I spent the past year looking for people to believe in me. And the last person that I looked at was this person right here. And
I know.
I finally chose to do that, everything just fell into place.
Do you know, Meaghan, I don't know if I told you this or not. Yeah, it is definitely, I worked in direct marketing. I loved it. The people I met, the experience that I had, I was in it for 5 years. I grew up like in that, and I became an entrepreneur in it, but I knew that there was something more that I wanted. And so I didn't know how to get it. And honestly, so you and I kind of had this relationship, and I just loved knowing what you were doing. So I would just call you like every 6 months and be like, hey, Meaghan, like, what are you doing? And to see your growth and your just get it donerness.
Get it doner. Get it doner.
Like
Not just
that.
done, more
Yeah,
done.
right? And I just like, I was like, Meaghan is getting shit done. I want to be Meaghan. And there was like a point that I like was having a hard time. I think it was recently I talked to you and I said, "How did you do it?" And you were just like, "You outsource. You just do this. You just figure it out. Like you
Delegate,
just don't
delegate.
stop." And it finally clicked and I was like, "Yeah." And so you're actually a big inspiration to like just I was at that breaking point where it's like you have an imposter syndrome of, I can't do this. Like, who am I? Like, this is a lot. Like, employees, are you kidding me? It just the thought, the thought of all this stuff is it's insane. But you do it and I saw you do it and you were just such an inspiration for me. And I've
Thank you,
always been an
Maggie.
entrepreneur, but like a solopreneur. Like that's my problem. And
I
that's
have
what
to do it
I've
by
never.
myself.
Yeah, I do it.
Nobody else can do it.
My massage business has been me, a massage table, and hopefully 4 wheels that it can get me there. And that's how it's been for 20 years. And so I finally, like, you had that conversation with me, and I realized I get what it means. You can't do it alone. And if you're trying to do it alone, you're not going to be able to be your full self. And what helps me continue to move on is realizing it doesn't all fall on this. Like, I don't
No.
have to, because I think when we get into a business or an idea and you start getting into it and realize there's all these tiny details that, I'm underqualified for. Who am I to say this? Like, I don't know the education. Like, you have that self doubt, but realizing that you can outsource it. That's how successful businesses do it. Like, you don't need to do it yourself. Like, collaborate, build teams, like become like, and so that was kind of like what inspired me to continue going is because I realized this isn't all on me. It's just on me to be able to ask for help, find the right people. And Christina's great with hiring, so that's really good for us.
And you're very good too because you have a good sense of people. And that is part of hiring. That's a huge part of hiring somebody is they need to match your morals. They need to match your core values. Your values in your life and your business need to align, but
Yeah.
also with the people that you bring in. You can't just like, oh, I'm desperate. I need to hire somebody. Um, you have to find that right couple of people just in the beginning. And that's kind of like my crew that I have going on right now. All of us are our core values match. So
That's beautiful. You've built a great team. I'm so
oh,
proud of you, Meaghan. Like every
thank
time I think
you.
about you, I want to cry. So like I'm not gonna do it.
Don't, because I'll start crying. I'm like right here right now. Okay, just keep it together.
I'm so proud of you. And I just like,
You.
I feel so lucky to be in your light.
Oh, you're
Doing so
you're so
late.
wonderful.
Okay.
And I know, don't stop it. Stop it. Get back in there. Get back in there.
Yeah. Okay.
No, and I so appreciate having you in my life. You're so fun and you're so wonderful. I'm gonna miss you big time. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
really miss you, but you're gonna do great things. And I'm coming out there. I'm gonna just show up. I'm not joking.
You better. I am finding ways for us to collaborate. There's no way that this isn't gonna happen. Yeah.
There'll be a branch out there. You better believe it. I'm gonna open up a branch out there on purpose.
I keep telling you, I like need you to come clean my house. I will not get my house cleaned with all those cleaners. Like I can't, can't walk like just open the. Ugh, I can't. I haven't used like a smelly thing that'll burn my senses in a long time. So it just.
We'll get you covered.
Please
girl.
hire somebody in the Dallas Fort Worth area.
I'm gonna start. I'm this close to having my trademark for my new business name. It's gonna stay Green Clean Machine. Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. Green Clean Machine is here to stay on the Central Coast. However, I want to start doing licensing in other states and training people how to do what I did. Hey, everybody. I grew my business during a pandemic. What did you do last year? So come to me and I'll teach you how to do it.
You absolutely should.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So, all right. So the last little part that we're gonna talk about right now is I want you to tell everybody one fun fact about yourself.
About me?
Yes. Anything
Oh my
you want
God.
to share. You don't have to.
I have so many fun facts about me.
You're so fun. So fun.
Okay. Let's just do something. Okay. I know it's so silly. I've been a massage therapist my entire life, right? And so my fun fact is that for the first time in 23 years, I got acrylic nails. And this is so funny because this was my hard line when I had a business and I was trying to like stop seeing clients. And you know, when you like, you know, it's good for your soul to stop seeing them, but your body is like, but I love you and I've seen you for so long and I don't want you to hurt and I feel so bad. And that, so I put on these nails as a block and now I just like feel like I want to be a woman.
You.
I've had like chewed down nubs my entire life. And I was like, this is a really fun, and it's so funny because I feel like so exotic. I mean, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but I guess it's like, it's that thing. It's like, I'm learning this year. It's like those tiny things, just like, you know what? F it. Didn't say the word, Meaghan.
Didn't say it, Fred.
Didn't say like, my fun fact is like this year I learned to treat myself to little tiny things and it feels so good. And it's like that just acknowledging who you are and like how hard you've come and like your tiny little wins. I've done that this year and I think everybody should do that. So
Give
if my
yourself a
fun fact could be an inspiring tidbit for everybody,
Yeah.
I would love it. Buy that dress that makes you feel like a badass.
Have that tiny little win. Do it.
Have that win and celebrate it. I feel like we were like,
Yes.
oh, that's nice. You got to celebrate it. You have to celebrate it.
That is huge because if all we do is look at what we did wrong, I didn't do this right, I failed here, we're not celebrating anything. We should wake up and celebrate life every day. So
Absolutely.
I love that. Oh, so thank you so much for doing this conversation with me and being on my podcast. And we'll have you and Christina back on when you guys are rocking and rolling. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
Yes, launch. We'll do a launch.
Yes.
All right. So this has been Here We Grow Slow with Maggie Troup and, of course, myself. I hope you had a wonderful time listening to us chit-chat and just a couple little tears, but have a great rest of your Monday. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you. Bye.